to Killer Cow Production Studios break room. I want to give you guys iAMaPHONY. Now I don't think Ringo's gonna mind me playing this.
Toward the end of the 60s, is that when the rumors about you being dead surfaced? Do you remember that? Do you remember how that started? What were your feelings about that?
Yeah, no, what happened was we did a cover for a record called Abbey Road. The idea was to walk across the crossing, and I showed up that day with sandals, flip-flops, and so it was so hot, and I kicked them off and walked across.
Now remember that. It's so hot out that Paul took his shoes off to walk across barefoot. Yeah.
Footed. So this started some rumor
No,
that because he was barefooted, he's dead.
Bill.
But it was a little bit strange because people did start looking at me like, is it him or a very good double?
Well, that was the idea. That was the other part of it, that there was a guy who looked like you taking your place.
No, well, this is him.
Yeah, a very bad double, Bill. You fucked up, but Letterman's gonna save you. Because he's in the know.
Or is it?
Welcome to the Mind Pod! The fuck? 3.0.
I was going to rant to you about McCartney being dead. What is this all about?
In October 1969, a disc jockey in Detroit received a call from a listener explaining that if some Beatles songs were listened to closely, clues would be heard.
Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9.
Turn me on, dead man.
Number 9, that one.
Even though there were past attempts to spread the rumor, this time it really took off.
It's 22 before the hour, 1 o'clock, WABC Chime Time. The fact that there's something very strange about the Beatle Paul. The fact that the Beatle Paul may be dead.
McCartney was killed 3 years ago in an auto accident and a double put in his place.
A rumor had circulated through London that Beatle Paul McCartney had been killed in a car crash on the inland motorway.
There was a rumor that Paul was really not Paul, but an imposter.
Theory on Paul's death says he was out alone in his Aston Martin. He crashed and was decapitated. A Paul McCartney look-alike has been impersonating him ever since. The fans say they can prove it in the songs, in the jackets for the record albums, and in other places. Clues by the dozen are lurking.
And you shall see the black carnation. Coincidence.
Paul is the only one standing with his back to the camera. Inside the cover, McCartney's look-alike is wearing
OPD.
Which in England means
officially.
The McCartney situation is real. They replaced him with somebody special and did some plastic surgery.
Bill.
The calipers on the bridge of the nose will show that there were not one but two. Did the measurements and everything outdoor? There are two. Then we got Dr. Henry Truby.
Dr. Henry Truby. Somebody else was singing at a time when the fans and when the label would indicate.
This is known as acoustical evidence.
Are you really telling us that the original Paul McCartney was not the later Paul McCartney, that there really was a double?
It really is. It's more like it. Come on! It's the best Paul McCartney we've had. Refined, cleaned, groomed, and more talented than the first one.
More talented. Yeah, but that Paul could sing higher notes. And he was cuter. He bobbed his head.
4 years of instant success.
Look at the real Paul.
The Beatles had become gods.
Bigger than Jesus.
Or not even, basic beat of it. They were too busy tearing each other up.
Okay, so remember that. The Beatles stopped touring because they couldn't hear themselves. somehow Hendrix could play, Joplin could play, the Dead could play, Clapton could play. Pick a band from 1966 to 1969 that couldn't play live. Because by that time we had, no, never mind.
I have prepared a statement which I will read, which has had John Lennon's absolute approval this afternoon with myself by telephone. And this is as follows. The quote which John Lennon made to a London columnist more than 3 months ago has been quoted and represented entirely out of context.
The Beatles are bigger than God, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm just going to fast forward this a little bit. What's this?
We're breaking up. Beatles manager Brian Epstein
dies.
Had to make a statement on October 3rd.
Shortly
denying
later.
that Paul had left the band, but confirming they would never perform live in concert ever again.
Never again.
Really know how big this rubbishy rumour had got out. It was all beyond and above the five of us.
Now, Lennon, well, the rumor is let Epstein play catch, as the rumor goes. Playing catch means Lennon let him, Brian Epstein, suck his dick. And the Beatles all masturbated together, according to another rumor. So, yeah. Come on, Ringo.
I thought that I squashed the rumours in London with various announcements. I don't think that you get any one of them or me to categorically state that they will never appear in public again. But I don't think that it will be in the concept that we've known previously.
No, it won't be.
It's our pleasure to report that Beatle Paul McCartney is alive and well.
No, it's not.
Unconcerned about the rumors of his death.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Ringo, let's watch this. This is kind of interesting. See that little car? Whose head does it hit? All these Beatles, they just let a car drive by in the background. Because they don't choreograph shit.
Everyone's involved with each other, whatever they do. Do you foresee a time when, in fact, the Beatles won't be together? That you all will go? No. Do you get, have you got tired of each other? No.
Look at his eyes. He's tired of the black magic bullshit.
Just when we got into the Sergeant Pepper sessions, I mean, they were obviously different people's lives. It was just weird, and a lot of sadness around, and it wasn't sort of spoken.
The funeral album.
It was kind of bottled up, and it was Paul that sort of, pushed them at the time,
Bill. Yeah, I'm gonna end this one right after this little clip. Then introduce the Rona. The comic call. Now, whose head does that fucking car hit? Boom! Balls. Bill's head with his fake mustache. To cover up the plastic surgery? No.
Right at the end, the guy comes up and he says, I'm bearing Paul. See if you can hear it. Now, wait a minute. You contact the Beatles record company. They'll tell you that what the guy is saying is, I'm very bored.
No, it's cranberry sauce. Right, John?
It's only cranberry sauce sounded like a very poor. Why did you think of that?
No, of course you didn't, Bill.
And the story feels, I'm saying cranberry sauce. Cranberry sauce.
Sure you are, you comic book.
And the rumor starts.
I like lemon, but imagine there's no heaven. There's no hell. We just, live and then we die? Well, I guess you're dead then, Lenny. ABC, 1, 2, 3. DKG. Since the Paul is dead, continuing series next. The Rona.